Hello, everyone. Welcome to Game 6 of the World Series between Andy's team and Ed's team. So, as you know, these two teams are a result of a recently completed sim auction, which involved the players from the 1930 Cubs, the 1977 Phillies, the 1985 Yankees, the 1992 Blue Jays, and the 2002 Angels. So Andy's team won the first two games with late game comebacks. And then in game 3, Andy's hitters pounded out 17 hits and scored 14 runs for an easy victory. So everything was all set, and it looked like Andy's team appeared to be on its way to a sweep. But Ed had other ideas, apparently, because in a must-win situation, Ed's team shut out Andy's team in game 4. And then in game 5, Ed's team made a late comeback of their own, scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to tie the game, pushing the game into extra innings and eventually prevailing in 12 innings with a 7-6 victory. And really, Andy's team deserved to lose that game because they left a whopping 18 runners on base. To put that in perspective, the major league record for a 9-inning game is 20 runners left on base. So absolutely awful performance. So the question is, can Ed's team force a game 7? Let's find out. All right, here we go. Make sure I have everything set here.
He lets one go. Wilson turns the bat loose, but comes up empty. He's out of there. One away. He lets one go. Nuzinski tops it down the third baseline. It'll be a tough play for Paliarulo. The off-balance peg. Yes! Got him by a stride. Sweet play by Paliarulo for the second out.
All right, my two best hitters go down without a peep. Tim McCarver up with nobody on.
Hot diggity dog, here I am in live little color. We got dog, and dog, up dog, down dog, under dog, your dog, my dog, east, south, west, Ashland, Hills, North, Chronicle, Chihuahua. Get your hot diggity dog right here.
Ortiz into his motion, delivers. There's a looping line to the left. Maddox will have to hurry. Charging hard. And he makes a shoestring catch right off a tall blade of grass. That's 3 away.
All right, bottom of the first. Let's see who we have coming up for Ed's team. So Ed has Gary Maddox leading off, playing left. Kai Kyler, center field, batting second. Ken Griffey, senior, DHing, batting third. Brad Fulmer, batting cleanup and playing first. Dave Winfield's in right, batting fifth. Mike Pagliarulo at third, batting sixth. Catching and batting seventh is Pat Borders. Batting eighth is shortstop Larry Boa. And batting ninth is second baseman Ted Sizemore. And then for me, I have Pat Malone on the mound. He's just a grade lower than Ron Guidry. Malone pitched a very effective game in game 2, so needless to say, we are hoping that he puts together something at least similar to what he did in game 2, where he only allowed 1 earned run in a complete game victory. So here we go, crucial game 6. Malone pitching to Maddox.
To the plate, rip and a miss by Maddox. And that's a strikeout. 1 away. A healthy cut by Kyler, but he sends it straight up. Hasse flings his mask aside and cradles the ball. 2 away. Malone comes to the plate, and he fans him. Griffey is gone. Side retired.
All right, nice start for Pat Malone. Moving to the top of the second, Riggs Stevenson, who's actually been my hottest hitter coming up.
The pitch, a blast to center. Kyler runs straight back, turns. He'll look, but he won't touch it. It's long gone. Home run for Stevenson.
Nicely done. Stevenson continues his hot hitting. Let's see, coming up now is Ron Hassey.
He lets it go. Hassey sends this ball airmail to left. Maddox lopes for it. Should be easy. And he makes the catch. One away. Now the delivery. Randolph tops it towards second. Sizemore races in and short hops it. Throws. Scooped up by Fulmer, but not in time. Randolph beats it out. For Randolph is third hit of the series.
All right, Randolph with a nice hit there. Randolph has had a tough series, to say the least. Just, I think I lost count of all the double plays he's grounded into. So that was nice to see him get a hit. Let's see, Grimm up now. Let's take a look at Ortiz. Ortiz does not have great control. So I'm hoping that I'm just going to let Grimm hit away and see if perhaps we can get another run on. But I just noticed that Pat Borders does not have a great arm. Got a -1. So in APBA, they grade the catcher's throwing arms. The plus numbers are good. The minus numbers are bad. It goes from all the way up to 6, and I believe all the way down to -4. So Borders is not a great throwing catcher. Let me take a look at Ortiz's move to first. That's a +1. All right, I'm just going to let Grimm hit away. See what happens here.
Space on the right. Randolph leading off. And the pitch. Grimm lifts a lazy pop fly. Paliarulo drips back into left and brings it down.
All right, Les Bell up now. So we're going to try to make something happen with this guy now, because he is got a platoon factor of 3. That pushes Ortiz over to a rate 14. So let's just try to manufacture something. Hit and run with Les Bell. It's strange that hit and run option is...
Ortiz kicks and deals. Nice. Bell swings. That it's lifted to right. A routine chance for Winfield. He gloves it for the final out.
I see what I had done wrong. I had actually put the manager automatic mode for my team and not for instead I did it for Ed's team. So let me just fix that to make sure I have it right. So my team should be on manual and Ed's team should be on automatic. So let's see, Ed should be on auto. There we go. Now it's right. All right. Malone pitching to Fulmer. My team has the lead, the early lead, 1-0 on Stevenson's home run. Here we go.
Malone over the offering, and it's popped up behind home plate. Hassey making the call, and the catch. One away. The pitch, hot shot to the right side. Randolph to his left. Funny bounce. Knocks it down. Throws quickly to first. Too late. And they give Winfield the hit. For Winfield, his 7th hit of the series.
All right, man on first, 1 out. Paliarulo.
The pitch. Ouch! Caught him in the leg. He couldn't get out of the way. He's rubbing that leg. That's his first time clobbered in this series. Paliarulo's in pain. but he seems to be okay, and he trots down to first.
All right, Ed's team is building a little rally here. First and second, one out. We need a double play.
The runners take their lead. Malone with the pitch. Swung on. Easy bounce at Randolph. Could be two. He flips to Brown at second. Over to first. Oh, double play. And they get out of the inning.
All right, just what the doctor ordered. Top of the third now, leading 1-0. Leading off for me is Larry Brown, my weakest hitter.
Hey, get your sodas right here. We got an ice cold. Ice is running off. Get your soda right here. I know you're sweating and thirsty. Get your ice cold sodas. Sodas. I got them right here.
Ortiz over the offering. Hard shot to the right side. And it's through. Base hit for Brown. For Brown, his first hit of the series.
All right, we'll take it. Brings up my my top power hitter, Hack Wilson, who started off blazing hot the first 3 games, and he's pulled off quite a bit since then.
He brings it in. This one is hit. It may carry a long run for Maddox. If it's fair, it's trouble, and it drops a foot inside the line. Brown rounds third.
All right, do we send him with nobody out? No, we're going to stop.
The throw comes into Boa. They're holding Brown at third, and Wilson is in standing with a double. For Wilson is first. Double of the series. For Wilson is 10th hit of the series.
I was tempted, but Luzinski up, McCarver, Stevenson. I got some good hitters coming up. Didn't want to get thrown out at the plate. So second and third, nobody out.
Infield deep. Brown takes his lead at third. He delivers. It's skied. Fulmer moves under it, taps the glove, and makes the catch. And the runners hold.
One down.
Infield deep. The runners take their lead. The pitch. McCarver turns on it and cranks it, but good. Deep to right. You can forget about that ball. Hi-yo, baseball. Away!
Huge 3-run homer for McCarver. I was afraid we were going to continue our runners left on base mode that we were on from game 5 rather. Huge 3-run homer from Timmy McCarver. All right, one out. Let's see if we can get some more.
The pitch spanked sharply to Paliarulo. Brutal bounce, but Paliarulo keeps it in front of him. The quick throw across the diamond got him. That's why they call it the hot corner. 2 away.
All right, Ron Hassey, 2 down.
The pitch from Ortiz. It's a shot to left center. That's a base hit. Hassey rounds first. Kyler takes it on the long bounce. The throw to second. And Hassey holds with a single. For Hassey, his 4th hit of the series.
All right, Hassey is as slow as you can possibly be. He's a 2 on a scale of 1 to 19, so that gives you some perspective. So we would need probably a home run to get him to score here, because not even a double, I think, would get him in.
The pitch, taken, ball, Randolph walks.
All right, that helps a little bit, gets him to second base. Let's see if Charlie Grimm can do some damage.
Ortiz brings it home, popped high to the right side. Sizemore drifts back. The runners are moving. He's under it and makes the catch.
All right, 3 big runs in the top of the third. Let's see if Pat Malone can keep throwing some zeros here.
Here he comes. Hit to straightaway center field. Should be no trouble. Wilson moves under it, and Boa is gone. 1 down. Malone winds and fires. Blooper to left center toward the gap. Wilson runs in on it. Brown is backing up. It drops in, and Sizemore is on it first with a base hit. For Sizemore is the hit of the series. Now the delivery. Maddox tops the ball. It bounces to the left side, past the lunging Bell. And by the outstretched glove of Brown, that ball had eyes. Sizemore is rounding second, but the coach is signaling to stop, and he puts on the brakes. As the throw comes in, the locals put two singles back-to-back for Maddox, his hit of the series.
All right, Ed's team refuses to go away. Here we go. First and second, one out. Can we get another clutch double play here? Ed's best hitter, Kai Kyler, coming up.
The delivery from Malone popped high to the right side. Randolph drifts back, infield fly called. He's under it and makes the catch. And the runners hold.
All right, Pat, one more.
The pitch from Malone. Slow chopper toward Brown. He charges it, scoops it, goes to first for the out.
There we go. Good job, Mr. Malone. Top of the fourth, 4-0 lead by Andy's team. Leading off will be Les Bell.
The pitch is on the way. Routine grounder to second. Sizemore scoops it, flips to first. One down. Ortiz into the wind. Fastball. High drive. Maddox is going back. It's playable. He's under it. And he pulls it in. Gary made that look easy. Two gone.
All right, top of the order, Hack Wilson.
The pitch. High pop fly. This one will bring rain. Paliarulo and Borders converge near the line. Borders is calling off Paliarulo, and he has it for the out in fair territory for the final out.
All right, we are moving to the bottom of the fourth. Leading off for Ed is Brad Fulmer.
The pitch, line to left center. Giving chase is Wilson. He hightails it to the track, and he snares it on the fly. One away. Now Malone comes home with it. Taken for a strike. Winfield goes down looking. He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by. Two away. Malone fires it in. Lined up Grimm. Hits over his head. Stevenson was giving him room. He'll have to hurry. The ball's still rolling. Paliarulo is halfway to second, and he puts on the brakes. The coach is holding him up. Double for Paliarulo. For Paliarulo is first. Double of the series. For Paliarulo is third. Hit of the series.
So it's pretty rare to see a one-runner in APBA, but there you go. Mike Pagliarulo. You can't get any slower than that. He's even slower than Ron Hassey, if you can believe that. All right, Pat Borders, two down. Let's go, Pat. Pat Malone.
Quick move to the plate. Check swing. Ball four, and he trots down to first. Setting up the force, and that's the first walk issued by Malone. That was Borders' first walk of the series.
All right, let's go, Mr. Malone. Two down, one more.
The runners take their lead. Now he comes home with it. It's a high fly to right toward the gap. Stevenson running, still running. He stabs out and brings it down. Great catch.
Stevenson not known for his defense, but he made a nice one there. Good job. All right, we're moving to the top of the fifth. Can we tack on a few more runs? Based on the comeback that Ed made in Game 5, I would feel a lot more comfortable with a few more runs. Leading off, the Bull, Greg Luzinski.
Here he comes. Grounded hard wide of third. Paliarulo just reaches it. Over to first. In time for the out. And there's one away. The pitch, McCarver lunges at it. And that's strike three. Two away. It misses. Ball four, and Stevenson will get the base.
All right, Riggs on first. Not a lot of speed, as I've mentioned before. That's definitely not a strength of my team. All right, Hassey looking for a long ball here, Ron.
Hot diggity dog, here I am, diggity dog, right here.
Ortiz now, soft blooper to right. Toward the gap, and Winfield cuts it off on the bounce. Stevenson is well around second.
And we're just going to hold him at second because...
But the coach flashes a stop sign. He'll hold at second as the throw comes in, and Hasse has a single. That's Hasse's second hit of the game, or Hasse his fifth hit of the series.
Stevenson only a 5-runner compared to Winfield's 37R. So in APBA, the APBA master, or rather computer game, is based on the APBA master game. So in the master game, there are some hits to the outfield that have a hit number, a numerical number, chance number. And then from that number, what you need to do is you need to subtract the runner's speed from the outfielder's arm. Whatever that result is, you subtract it from that hit number, and that becomes your chance out of 36 to score the runner. Now with the computer game, you don't see the math, but you need to make some assumptions that the number's probably not that good when you think about the fact that Stevenson's speed 5 subtracted from a 37 still gives you a number of 32. So not good odds for Stevenson to move over to third. So we'll just keep him right there and hope that good old Willie Randolph can drive him in.
The runners take their lead. The pitch. Another wide one. Ball 4. And Randolph heads down to first. That fills the bases.
All right, bases loaded, so a pass ball or a wild pitch will work nicely too. Can Grimm do something here? Let's go, Charlie.
Here he comes. Easy bounce at Sizemore. He scoops it up. Over to Boa, covering second for the third out.
There we go. That penchant for leaving runners on base shows its ugly face again. 3 runners left on base. Bottom of the 5th. Leading off for Ed's team, Ted Sizemore.
Malone into his motion, delivers. Grounded to the right side. Grimm knocks it down. He's up with it. He flips to Malone, covering for the out. Malone into the wind. A shot to left field. Luzinski got a great jump. He's back. Reaches up and brings it down. 2 down.
Every time a ball is hit to Luzinski or Stevenson, I have to hold my breath because they're both weak fielders.
He brings it home. Grounded to the right side. Grimm knocks it down. He's up with it. He flips to Malone, covering for the third out.
All right, moving over to the top of the 6th. Leading off for me is Les Bell.
Ortiz winds up. In the air to center. No cause for alarm. Kyler has it in his sights, and he tucks it away. 1 down. The pitch. There's a bouncer to the left side, right where Boa is stationed. He takes his time with a peg and puts Brown away easily for the second out. Ortiz kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Hang up a K for Ortiz. Side retired.
All right. Hack Wilson has gone frigid now for the last few games. Bottom of the 6th. 4-0 lead by Andy's team. Still a long way to go, though. Leading off is Ken Griffey Sr. for Ed's team.
The delivery. Griffey dribbles it toward third. Bell will have to hurry. The snap throw to first. In time to retire Griffey for out number 1. The pitch. Swung on. Grounded to Bell at third. He bobbles it. Takes it up. Throws quickly. Out by a step. 2 away. The pitch, a healthy cut by Winfield, but he sends it straight up. Hasse flings his mask aside and cradles the ball to retire the side.
All right, nicely done by Pat Malone. 6 scoreless innings so far. We're moving to the top of the 7th. Luzinski leading off for me.
The pitch, he swings, but he held up, and it's ball 4. Gregg takes his base on the walk.
All right, Luzinski on base. Let me see. Maybe it's time to pinch run and at the same time put somebody in there for defense to improve my defense. Let me just see what I have on my bench here.
Get your popcorn and peanuts right here. We got Groovers and Grabbers and hot dogs, all kind of popcorn that ain't been popped. You'll find it right in back. Popcorn peanuts.
All right, I'm going to pinch run Palmiero or Luzinski.
Hot dog! Get your hot dogs right here. We got hot dogs without the dog in it. Just the one.
Visitors skippered walking down the bench. The visitors have asked for time. They're making a move. And will bring in a pinch runner at first base. Luzinski leaves the field. Here comes Palmiero. He's fast. Checks. Martin, the move.
All right, we're going to try to make some things happen here. We're going to hit and run with McCarver since now I have a fast runner at first.
Now Palmiero is sprinting toward second. Here's Borders with a throw. And Palmiero crawls under the tag. He almost came up short on that slide. That's his first steal of the series.
All right. Broken play. It was intended to be a hit and run, but it ended up being a steal. So I'll take it. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Let's go, Timmy McCarver, who earlier in the game hit a 3-run homer.
Palmiero now with an aggressive lead. He cranks and fires. Soft grounded to Paliarulo. He's up with it. The throw across the diamond. In time. 1 down. Palmiero holds.
Rick Stevenson, my hottest hitter.
Get your hot dogs right here. We got hot dogs without the dog in it. Just the one.
Palmiero stretching his lead. He wheels and deals. High fly ball to right center. Winfield moves under it. And he hauls it in. Palmiero is tagging. But they're holding him at second as the ball is fired back in.
2 down. Ron Hassey. Can he push in Palmiero?
Palmiero stretching his lead. The pitch. Check swing. Strike 3. And it jumps out of the catcher's mitt. Hassey races down the line. Borders scrambles. The throw. Safe at first. And Palmiero moves to third. Score that a pass ball on Borders.
All right, we caught a break there. Let's see if that could turn into something. Willie Randolph. Will he make up for all those double plays with a clutch hit? Let's find out.
Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Boa's up with it. He flips the Sizemore. Covering. And they get him to retire the side.
That would be a big no. All right, I need a left fielder to replace Luzinski. We're going to make him leave Palmiero in there. Let's see. All right, he is a defense too, so let's just go ahead and leave him in there. He'll be the replacement for Luzinski, so he'll be on left.
Palmiero will stay in the game. He'll be playing left for visitors.
All right, Pagliarulo leading off, bottom of the 7th for Ed's team.
Here he comes, lined to right center. That's good for extra bases. Wilson is chasing it down, but there's nothing he can do. Paliarulo chugs into second. That's his second double of the game. For Paliarulo, his second double of the series. For Paliarulo, his 4th hit of the series.
Leadoff double for Ed's team.
The pitch, and Borders is caught looking. 1 away.
Big strikeout there. Boa up now.
The pitch, loop to right. Toward the gap, Stevenson is after it. Cuts it off on the bounce. Paliarulo rounds third. The throw comes into Grimm, and they're holding Paliarulo at third. For Boa, his 7th hit of the series.
All right, 1st and 3rd. We're going to play the infield back, maybe for a possible double play here.
Infield back at double play depth. Caliarulo anchored to third. The pitch comes in. Popped foul behind first. Grimm's back near the stands. It's playable. And he brings it down. 2 away.
All right, clutch out. Top of the order for Ed's team. Let's go, Pat. One more.
Malone kicks and deals. Chopper in front of the plate. Hasse charges out. And he boots it. Caliarulo is headed home. He'll score. No play anywhere. Boa hustles over to third. And Maddox is on at first. Score that an error on Hasse.
Ooh, that was painful. That was a killer. That was an easy play that should have been an out. Leads to a run, extends the inning. All kinds of bad stuff there for Andy's team. First and third, 2 out. Top of the order. Actually, Ed's best hitter now, Kai Kyler, coming up.
The runners take their lead. Malone fires it in. Easy bounce at Randolph. He feels it. Over to Brown, covering second. For out number 3.
All right, Ed chipped away 1 run. Now we're moving to the top of the 8th with the score 4-1. Leading off for me is Charlie Grimm.
The pitch. It's back to Ortiz on the mound. He stabs for it, but he won't get it, and it's through. And Ortiz is laid out on the mound. He's just resting. Base hit for Grimm. For Grimm, his 6th hit of the series.
All right, good leadoff single there. And not great speed. Let's see, Les Bell coming up now. We're just going to hit away here.
Now he comes home with it. Towering fly ball. Back goes Maddox. He snags it. 1 away. Grimm is at second. He'll go back to first.
All right, I'm going to pinch hit rather for Larry Brown. Let's see if we can get a better bat in there. Get that run back. Let's see. Let's bring in Tommy Hutton to pinch hit for Brown. Hutton's a
Visitors
decent
manager
hitter.
looking at his score sheet. He'll make a change, so the lefty Hutton will bat, trying for the platoon advantage. He selects a chopstick and heads toward the plate.
All right, Tommy, let's go. Need a clutch hit here.
First baseman Bulmer right on the bag. The pitch. Hutton lifts a lazy pop fly. Caliarulo drifts back into left and brings it down.
2 down. So Ramon Ortiz, after those rocky first couple of innings, has basically become unhittable. Hack Wilson, again, who's been frigid the last 3 games. Can he return to his game 1, 2, and 3 form? Let's find out.
The pitch comes in. Hit to Maddox in deep left. He's chasing it down. He's at the warning track. And he makes the catch for the final out.
Almost. Bottom of the 8th. Malone coming up. Now, the good thing is, if you notice, that run that Malone gave up in the bottom of the 7th was unearned. So when a grade 13 or above pitches 7 scoreless innings where they give up no earned runs, they get a 5-point bump on their grade, which is actually very substantial. But Malone is now a grade 18, so that is very impactful. All right, bottom of the 8th, King Griffey Sr. leading off. And I need to get myself a shortstop. We'll make that Terry Harmon.
Is sending in Harmon. He'll be playing shortstop for visitors. Hutton is out.
All right, let's see what happens. Stephen Malone with like I said, a bump of 5 points, which is significant. Let's go, Pat.
The delivery. Griffey dribbles one down the first baseline, but Malone is able to reach it. Shovels to Grimm, hustling back, and that's all for Griffey. The pitch. It's rocked high and deep. Get going, Stevenson. But he can only watch. It's gone.
Ed gets another run. 4-2 now. One out.
The pitch. Winfield pounds it on the ground to short. Harmon is there. The throw over. And in time for the second out.
2 down. Pagliarulo.
He brings it home. Swung on. Big K. And Pagliarulo is retired. That's 3 away.
All right, Malone holds Ed's team to just 1 run there. So Andy's team leads 4-2 going to the top of the 9th. Palmeiro leading off.
To the plate. Slow ground ball right side. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Sizemore. And Palmeiro is out at first. And there's 1 away. And here comes Locals manager Martin. He's asking Ortiz for the ball. On his way to the mound is Garber. So Ortiz gets his innings. He pitched 8 1/3. The line on him, 4 runs on 8 hits. 2 homers. Walk 4. He struck out 4. He can only lose it. For Garber, his 3rd appearance of the series. The right-handed Garber has worked 1 inning. He has a 0 ERA.
Garber in, grade 17, very tough pitcher. McCarver is still in there with 1 out. Let's go, Tim.
Here he comes. Swung on. Smashed toward the gap in right center. Kyler is racing back. Hits over his head. Off the wall. He's chasing it down. McCarver hits second on the full steam.
All right, McCarver is going to hold.
And he puts on the brakes. The coach is holding him up. Double for McCarver. Tim with his 2nd hit in this game for McCarver. His 2nd double of the series for McCarver. His 6th hit of the series.
Let's see if I can get
Garber comes set, and they are putting Stevenson on. Intentional walk. They elect to face the 250 hitter rather than Stevenson at 560. They take away extra base hits. They lose their platoon advantage.
But that's okay. Ron Hasse is a powerful hitter in his own right. I'm going to see if I can get some speed at second base because that extra run sure would be nice. Let's see what I have on my bench here. All right, I think our guy is going to be Royce Clayton, a 17 speed compared to McCarver's 7 speed. So I think that is our play here.
Visitors. Skipper walking down the bench. We have a break in the action. Is sending in a runner for McCarver. It's Clayton, and he's trotting out to second base. That makes him the DH for now. He's not blazing, but he's quick. Checks. Martin, the move.
All right, we need a clutch hit from Ron Hasse here.
The pitch. There's a looping line to the left. Maddox will have to hurry. Charging hard. Then he makes a shoestring catch right off a tall blade of grass. Both runners are tagging, but they're holding them as the throw comes back in.
And wouldn't you know it, that we need a clutch hit from a guy who has been very unreliable, Willie Randolph.
And the pitch lined hard to left. Maddox running. He stabs back and makes the catch. Good recovery.
2 more runners left on base. All right, bottom of the 9th. Here we go. Ed needs 2 to tie, 3 to win. Malone still in there pitching to Borders.
The pitch to Borders. Borders shatters his bat, and the ball rolls toward Bell. He guns it to first and nails Borders by a step. Part of the bat went farther than the ball did. 1 away.
1 down. I'm just going to make one quick defensive replacement here. We're going to put Ochoa in right field just to improve our chances a little bit. Stevenson is only a 1 defense. Ochoa is a 2.
The wheels are still turning for the visitors. They sent Ochoa into play right field. Stevenson is out of the game.
1 down. 2 more outs, and Andy's team is the World Series champion.
Hot diggity dog, here I am in live living color. We got dog and dog and dog. Up dog, down dog, underdog, over your dog, my dog, Get your hot diggity dog right here.
He wheels and deals. Slow bounder to the right side. Grimm to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Malone. Just in time.
2 down. We just need one more.
The pitch. Swung on. Popped up. Hassey scrambles near the stands. It goes into the crowd. Strike one. Malone over the offering. Hit in the air to center. Wilson takes 3 steps to his right. Taps the glove. He has it, and that does it.
All right, there we go. Final out. Andy's team wins game 6 and avoids a game 7. Let's tabulate this information, and then we'll take a look at the box score. All right, so game 6 goes to Andy's team, and they win the World Series 4-2. Ed made it very exciting, quite a battle. If Ed had won game 6, who knows what would have happened in game 7. So nicely done there by Andy's team. They did what they had to do in game 6 to avoid a game 7. Not only that, they redeemed themselves a bit from the embarrassment of game 5, where they left the 18 base runners on base. So nicely done there. 4-2 is the final outcome of the World Series. Andy's team scores 39 runs in total, and actually, that's not right. I think I have my formula incorrect there. Give me 1 second. There we go. So the final tally run-wise was 35 for Andy's team, 26 for Ed's team. And then again, 4-2 is the final outcome, Andy's team winning the series. Let's take a look at the box score. All right, let's take a look at our box score before we wrap things up here. Let's take a look here. So from a hits perspective, Andy's team got 9 hits at 7. But really the clutch hit was McCarver's 3-run homer in the top of the 3rd, because after that, Ramon Ortiz, I don't think if he gave up a hit, it would have been 1 or 2, and that's basically it. So after this damage here in the 2nd and 3rd, Ortiz pretty much shut down Andy's team. So again, McCarver, huge 3-run homer. He had another hit as well. And that was pretty much it. He did most of the damage. Hassey also had a couple of hits. And then on Ed's team, the only person with more than 1 hit was Pagliarulo. Fulmer did homer. Ortiz gave up 12 base runners, but only 4 scored. So he flirted with danger, but only allowed 4 runs. But ultimately, that ended up being enough for Andy's team. Andy's team, again, left a lot of runners on base, 11. So lucky they scored 4 runs again, partly due to that 3-run homer by McCarver. And it definitely helped that Pat Malone pitched another complete game. Game 2, he pitched a complete game, only allowed 1 earned run, and he duplicated that performance in game 6. So if I had to pick an MVP of the series, I would probably go with Pat Malone as the MVP of the series, because without him, Andy's team doesn't win the series. All right, that is a wrap. Be on the lookout for other traditional World Series videos that I am going to be posting. So again, as you know, in sim auctions, we simulate entire seasons based on the results of the sim auctions. And that gives us some perspective on who the true best team was. But again, it's fun to do a traditional World Series between the top 2 teams just to see what would have happened and just to see what the interplay is between those top 2 teams. So this was fun, and I'm going to continue to do it for every sim auction that has a sim auction video on YouTube. I'm going to do a corresponding traditional set of World Series videos as well. So be on the lookout for those. I hope you enjoyed these games. And that is a wrap. Until next time.